All right, here we are in another week of perSPECtive. But before we start, there's some housekeeping I need to do for everyone. As
some chores.
What?
Some chores.
Yep, I need to go do my chores really quick. I'll be back. Just as a reminder, we have a board game giveaway. So make sure to go check out our Instagram for that. It's the full Wingspan pack. So everyone go check that out. We're getting close to.
We're getting very close.
Yeah, to picking a winner. So
we are 17 followers away on Instagram and about 40 something away on YouTube. Yes. So
wow,
super close.
Mm-hmm. And for everyone listening to this on YouTube, we are also on Spotify, Google Play, and I think iTunes now should be up. So if you prefer listening over there, it's up there.
If you don't want to look at us while you're listening to us.
That's right. I know. Like our guests are better than us, but we will give you that opportunity to listen.
I just realized at this angle you're seeing a perfect shot of my massive 5 head, so you probably should listen to this on audio instead.
Yes. Okay. So this week we have, and I forgot to ask, we have Kelly with us from, is it Geek Chic or Geek Chick?
No, it's Geek Chic. Yeah.
That's okay. geekchic.gamer. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So normally we like to just do a little mini interview with our guests to get to know you and see. Oh, hi, Kitty.
And as you've seen, I have 2 kids at home, so they might just pop in or climb in my chair. So
great.
Fair warning.
Great.
Extra guests.
Extra guests.
Have you been able to get your 3-year-old playing some games at all yet, or is she still too young?
So she does matching. Okay. She'll do some matching games. She plays with Blockus. She doesn't understand, obviously, like how the rules go. Like you have to place them corner to corner.
Yeah.
But she'll put all the colors together.
Okay.
So it's nice because I can work on her dexterity and get her to fit the pieces in the board. Mm-hmm. My husband and I have been talking about what games we're going to introduce her to first, because I think 4-year-olds can do some card games, like actual card games. It's just going to depend on how she like deals with it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep trying. She's going to grow up in a gamer house, so she's going to play games.
Yeah. She doesn't have a choice.
She doesn't have a choice.
We've determined your future.
Yeah. We're figured out.
Nice. How is she with concentration? Can she actually focus on it for a while, or does she sort of get distracted?
So with Blockus, she'll sit down for like 20-30 minutes and just play with all the colors. And then she gets to a point where she's like, no, I just want you to do it, and I want to watch you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sure, I'll play Blockus by myself.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, then maybe we were talking earlier that we were trying to get Max's son to play Point Salad. Maybe she'll be able to.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, it's tough because all the little kid games are just, all the games we grew up with, like freaking Candyland and Chutes and Ladders. And I'm like, no, like, look at my board game. She is not going to be playing Chutes and Ladders. She's just not. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not doing it. I refuse.
Good. Okay. Good. She can skip over the Catan phase of getting into going.
I like Catan.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you can't see it, but there's a Catan clock.
Oh, cool. Dang. Okay.
You see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That game will always have a special place in my heart because that was our first board game. That was our gateway game. Okay. And I think a lot of people can say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to ask if that was your gateway.
Yeah, that was our gateway. And actually, we're going to do a call out to Sheer Boredom because he's one of our really good friends. He's my husband's best friend. And we game with him and his fiance primarily. He actually introduced us to Catan. Okay. So my husband blames him for my board game obsession.
Okay.
Because it just took off from there.
Yeah. I was going to ask. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like I need to like not hate on Catan too much either, because the creator's from my hometown in Germany, so I can't be mad at him for hometown pride, but whatever.
No, and it's just one of those games. Like if you check out my page, it's everybody in our gaming group. Because I feel like when you start down the path of board games, right? You start out. What did we start out with? We started out with like Catan, Betrayal. Splendor came in. Machi Koro was one of the first. So you start with, we call those appetizer games now, right? Like those are appetizer games. Okay. We're gonna throw those out so we can just like get into the mindset of board games and play those for like a half hour. Then, you know, we're gonna get into a 4-hour game of Great Western Trail. Okay. So, but like most of our friends that like board games and want an introductory to it, Catan's the first one we usually send them to. So, because I feel like it's one of those games that it has enough strategy, it gets you in the mindset and it gets you to think about, you know, a lot of mechanics that are like core mechanics that are in a lot of games, you know, like the resource management, worker placement. There's a big luck variation in Catan, which a lot of people hate, but I prefer that.
Really hate it.
Yeah, right. So, so when we play virtual games, like with it's our oldest pair of friends, we just played a virtual game with them last Monday, and we played Catan. If we play with my husband's parents, we usually play Catan or Letters of Whitechapel or Tiefenthal or Viticulture. Yeah. So I feel like when everybody comes to our house for the first time and they see this, they're like, wow, you're a nerd. And I'm like, yes, I am. Do you really like want to get into this? Because I'll break open a box and then you can really see how bad I am. That's just not games. Those are like 100 million inserts and upgraded pieces and metal coins and
just like us. Thank you. Yes.
You want to go down the rabbit hole? I'll take you down the rabbit hole.
I mean, that may need to be an episode of just like, what games have you upgraded?
Oh, dude, if you do that, I totally want to be on that because we have just upgraded. Like Scythe, the legendary Scythe. I will just take you through that box.
Oh, yeah. You should. It's so. Do you have the big? Oh yeah, the big. I have that.
Yeah,
box
we
too,
have the legendary.
Yep, I have that too.
I gotta figure out where my arm needs to go to point.
Right there.
You're right on it right there. That's perfect.
Yep, I have that too. I have the wooden insert for Broken Token. I have
that everything. One. So Broken Token is my absolute favorite game board insert.
Really?
Maker. Yeah, they are my favorite.
I like Meeple Realty is really good.
Meeple Realty a little bit more.
So I really like Broken Token, but Tower Rex is another favorite of mine.
Tower they're the ones that do that game shelf you have, right?
No, that's Box Throne. That's Box Throne. Okay.
I do.
Tower Rex. I found them because he does like all the games that nobody else does, and the detail that he puts into his inserts are amazing. I wish I had the newest ones to show you because they're my favorite. I literally just spent a crap ton of money on his Etsy store for Black Friday. I've got like 4 inserts coming.
I'm looking at it right now, and the Spirit Island one is amazing. Also, there's a Root one, and it's great. I want it.
Wait,
look at Sagrada. Look at Sagrada. Just look at the detail on Sagrada.
Let me find it.
No.
It's amazing.
All right, this became an episode of board game inserts.
Yeah. Sagrada does not need an insert, but it does when you see that insert.
It looks really nice.
Right?
Wow, that's a dice tower too. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, solid work by him.
Keegan.
Brian, I'm sending you this Root one really quick. This is beautiful.
I think that's the Root one that I have.
What?
Yeah.
This one? When did you get this?
One sec.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is a bad rabbit hole.
Oh, I have the Teotihuacan one from him.
Yeah, the ones I just picked up are from Istanbul because we have the big box. I picked up Istanbul, Sagrada, Barrage because my husband spilled the beans and that's what my in-laws are getting us for Christmas. So I got the insert for it. And Mysterium. The Mysterium insert that he does is amazing.
Okay.
Inserts our Mysterium's like our favorite party game.
Because
I love doing that game.
Mysterium's great.
He uses the MDF board, right?
Yeah, so it's thicker. So if you think about Broken Token versus Tower Rex, Broken Token uses like it's not pine, but it smells like pine. But it's thinner. And the only reason I like Broken Token over Tower Rex is their pieces snap together really well. Tower Rex we have to glue.
Yeah, MDF might not create, like when you actually laser cut it, it's going to create a little bit of a larger like cut. It's not real snug when you snap them. The only Broken Token insert that we've glued is Scythe, but that needed to be. Yeah, that did need to be. I had to glue mine too.
So that insert was stupid.
Is he only on Etsy? I'm trying to remember. Tower Rex is only on Etsy.
He has an Instagram page too, though.
Okay, I'm trying to.
We gotta follow him now.
Etsy, but I'm trying to find.
When we do our upgrades episode, we each have to pick like our one game that we've like all out upgraded, and we'll just show our like one game off each.
Well, then my wingspan. My wingspan.
All right, cool. So we've already booked our next appointment. I love it.
Perfect.
Good.
Brian, I call Feudum.
You call Feudum. Well, I don't have the insert for Feudum yet.
Either Feudum or Root, one of the two.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Root one. I'm trying to remember if that's the one I got.
I
know it's going to be tough for me.
It's in the chat, Ryan.
The game that we've upgraded the most, that's tough. That's really tough. I'm going to have to think about that because I would automatically go to Scythe just because that box is just probably the most expensive.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's my favorite upgrade.
Yeah, same.
You know, like it's a good game. I love Scythe. We pull it out not lately. We started a camp. Well, no, we started a campaign right before COVID, and we're only like 3 chapters from completing it.
Okay.
We just freaking haven't completed it, and it's driving me nuts.
Oh, that is a nice Root one. I don't have that one, but that one's beautiful.
Oh, isn't that sick?
That is so amazing. So nice.
It's so good. I love how he thinks about the designs. Like if you look at the Sagrada one, just how he did just the intricate laser cuts. He didn't just arbitrarily cut out some pieces, you know. He really thought about it.
Oh, I might have to get the Lorenzo Ilme if it comes in. Damn it.
You're welcome.
I know. We should get out of this rabbit hole.
God, I know. Oh, there's a Summer Wonder Duel one, Keegan.
Oh, great. Give me.
Okay,
Well, damn it. Now Christmas. I feel bad. We should have had this appointment before because then you would have gotten all the Black Friday sales.
Oh, damn. That's right.
Maybe there'll be a Christmas sale.
Maybe, or a New Year's Day. Maybe we can convince him like, hey, can you just do it? It's my birthday. January 1st is my birthday. Maybe I can guilt him.
Yeah, be like, we want to buy. We're promoting you on a podcast.
We want everything.
Let's just bring him on.
Yes, can I get him on? Oh yes.
Let's do it.
For the episode of actually talking about our upgraded stuff.
That would be awesome.
I'd be down with that.
So, all right. So you did. You said your husband got you into board games. Is that what you were saying?
Sheer boredom. Sheer boredom.
Oh, sheer boredom. Okay.
Yeah. He got us into Catan, and one of the first games he ever bought me, oh my god, I love him, was Terraforming Mars.
Dang. Okay. It's a big one.
Yeah.
How far into board gaming were you before he got you that?
Not far. This isn't even our entire collection. I have my phone sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacked on top. There's like 12 in my closet because we're trying to figure out our next board game solution.
I'm already at that stage too, and I don't know what to do.
That's a never-ending battle. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that weird though that like people have been jumping to heavier games so quick because you're not the first person we've had on that said that. Our friend Carly, when she said she went from like Splendor to Terra Mystica, and that was her transition.
Yeah. That's on my wish list. Terra Mystica.
Yeah.
It's such a huge jump, yeah, and especially terraforming Mars really early. That's a big game to just jump straight to.
Even for us. If you think about Betrayal, have you guys ever played Betrayal at the House on the Hill?
That was one of my first Gateway games too.
Okay, so can we just talk about the Traitor Tomb is absolutely stupid. It's worded terribly.
It is.
There's a lot of room left for interpretation. So that's like one of the that's a gateway game that we'll play with gaming groups that are like, hey, we want to try something heavy. I'll break that out because it's kind of fun, right? Like you do the first whole half of the game co-op, and then the traitor happens at some point. Yeah. But to send someone off to be the traitor and have them like read this rule book that is just not clear at all. They come back and they're like, well, we're not supposed to show you this, but can I ask you some questions? I was like, yes, you can.
That's like anytime we played Betrayal with like someone who was new and they ended up being the traitor, I would look at him and ask him like, do you want to try to figure it out on your own, or you want to give someone else the traitor role? Just so you don't have to worry about it.
She's under the table. Sorry, my 3-year-old's in here. My husband's trying to find her. So no, but my husband and I, after our last gaming episode with Betrayal, he's like, I think we should do a new house rule. If people are playing it for the first time and someone new becomes the traitor, we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, okay, that's a better way.
Because it just takes the fun out of it. You know, Betrayal is an actually really fun game, and I think everybody looks forward to the traitor happening. So then when you give them this tomb that just is terrible, it kills their experience of the game. Like they don't want anything to do with it after that. And you're like, no, but I promise this is such a fun game. Just stick with it. So we implemented that rule. So I'm hoping we don't run into that anymore, but we'll see.
Yeah. Maybe you get lucky too and get one of the traitor parts of the game where everyone's trying to get out of the house together and it's a full co-op at the end of the game. There's a few of those in there.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I love about Betrayal is I think we've logged on BGG over at like 60 games and I have never played the same ending twice.
Okay,
that's impressive.
That's definitely.
And I think with the expansion to that game, it upped it to what, like 150 different endings.
Yeah, and I think there's a bunch of fan made ones too on BGG. So there's
maybe I'll go do those because those are probably worded way better.
Probably.
Realistically. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I love that game, but the tombs need to be redone big time, like big time.
Okay.
Like Carcassonne was probably one of our first games. My husband got me a big box for that, and we opened it up for Christmas and we played for like 8 hours because it comes with. Wait, I don't know. It comes with like 12 expansions. Yeah. No, it doesn't come with all of them. Oh, you can see them all. All the ones it comes with are on the front of that box.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are too good at this. Like, when you're perfect.
I'm trying.
But you're doing it like perfectly.
It's when it's over here. Over here, I'm not. I'm like, wait, do I put my finger this way? Do I?
No, it was good.
If it's close, I got it.
Yeah. That's another game I have like the insert for. I have a whole bunch of like upgraded meeples from Meeple Source for Carcassonne. I love Carcassonne's in like my top 5 games. Meeple Source is probably my favorite
upgraded component.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I have like all the wingspan upgrades from them.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my new tokens, the nectar tokens, to still come in.
I got the new the Oceana like the week after whatever they started shipping. Mine came in really early, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta wait till February for the nectar. I'm like, now I gotta play this game with these crappy cardboard ones. And I'm like, I have everything upgraded. I have the upgraded birds. I have
You're a bougie boy, Ryan.
Bougie.
That's all I'm hearing is you're a bougie boy.
Yes.
It's okay. We're the same way. The only thing I didn't upgrade in the Wingspan game was the bird tokens because we did bird houses, which we liked better. And we actually, since we're on the topic of Wingspan, I made a nest for the eggs.
Nice. Okay.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Because that's one of my husband's favorite games. Mm-hmm. So I'm a crafty SOB. So I just popped that out one day.
Yes. That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, it's a guacamole bowl, which is hilarious.
Okay.
And now it's an egg bowl.
And now it's an egg bowl.
I know it's an egg bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny when the Oceania expansion came out, because all the Wingspan expansions come with more eggs. So my husband was like, shit, are they going to fit in there? And I was like, yes, they will.
Yes.
They did.
I really hope that so Keegan and I did a review of the base game and the new one on our channel, and we were kind of talking about the like possible new expansions, and it'd be interesting to see them actually use the different colored eggs for something. Like they actually mean something in the game.
So Wingspan, I love Wingspan. I love the mechanics of it. The new expansion, I just want your opinion. We thought it made it easy with nectars being wild.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was not a huge fan of the nectar thing because I thought I thought it was too much of like, if nectar shows up in the birdhouse, why would you not go for the nectar unless it's the end of the round because you lose it at the end of the round? But it I agree, it made it way too like, well, the resources don't really matter that much anymore. It was probably my least favorite part of the expansion was the nectar.
Yeah. We just, at the end, we're like, I've never filled out my habitat this much. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 spots empty because you're just throwing down nectar as wilds to get birds out. And I'm like, okay, so why wouldn't I do this?
Yeah.
Right.
Why am I going to bother taking a dice? Like I have 2 birds that give me nectar. So
yeah, exactly. Like it was meh for me.
I liked the nectar. The first time we played it, I just created a crazy combination where I was just getting nectar left and right, and it was just like I was going crazy. Like I had so much resources, and I'm like, this is a fucking awesome combination of whatever I'm doing, because it was like I got to re-roll the dice feeder like 3 times.
Wow.
As part of like my little engine that I had going. It's just like one of the brown powers was like take a certain resource and then re-roll re-roll it, and then the next one was like something about re-roll if you want to, and then I was like, I got to like get so much. It was
we had the same thing, and I think that was maybe the meh factor for us was we could get nectar so easily. I had a bird that was out that gave us both nectar every time I hit it. So I'm like, of course I'm going to keep hitting this bird.
Yeah.
And then my husband's like, yes, please keep hitting that bird.
it adds the thing of like some type of like area majority where when you spend nectar, you put it in that area to get more points at the end. But to me,
we like that.
I think adding that in, it doesn't balance out how much decision space the nectar takes away, in my opinion.
Yeah. So the only thing, I think it would have been more in depth if nectar wasn't wild.
I agree.
Like they should have made it shouldn't have been a resource that you could use for anything.
Okay. I agree with that.
That's made it way too easy.
Yeah, or maybe you could only use 1 nectar per bird instead of being able to pay for a full bird. Something like that.
I like that. Yeah. But I loved the aspect of putting it over to the side once you spent it, because that got you into a new strategy of, I could get some like mega extra victory points over here.
It made me think of the area majority stuff in Tuscany a bit, where they added like the star mechanic on the side. It was like,
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. And since you bring up viticulture, I love how we're just smoothly jumping into other games. So viticulture, did you guys know that there's 2 card expansions for that?
Yeah, like mini expansions.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that. So when we play viticulture with people that have played it at home, they're like, well, what is this card? I'm like, dude, there's like card expansions. Go get them. They're bomb.
One of my good friends, he's a level 2 sommelier, so he got viticulture from his wine friends as a gift.
Ooh,
and then
awesome.
Him and I went to a game store together, and they had all the viticulture stuff he was missing, including the card expansion. So he just bought all of it when we went to the store together. When we go to their place, that's the game probably we've played the most with them, because it's just easy to play and teach, and they just
it's really not that bad. It's not that bad to teach.
You should.
It's not.
I don't think.
You should probably. I think he may actually like Vinhos better.
I have Vinos, and we got to play it still with them. I took it over to their place because when quarantine started, we lived with them for basically a month.
Yeah,
and we were going to play it.
Vinos, we got to review that for Eagle Griffin.
Oh, that's nice.
And that game's bomb.
It is. I think I like it as far as like if you go wine games, I think it does it a little bit better than viticulture.
For me, I like them both, and I don't know if I can't pick a favorite because viticulture is just Stonemaier, and I love Stonemaier. I don't know if that's what's swaying my decision, honestly.
Ask Egan his opinion on Stonemaier.
Right? We'll get there. So if you take the two wine games, because that was my big fear, I'm like, because if you do Ex Libris up against Anthemium, they're the same game. They're pretty much the same game.
Okay.
So that was my fear for viticulture and Vinos. Okay. And I was like, shit, I don't want two games that I don't mind if they have the same theme, but if they're played the same exact way, I don't want them in my, I just don't.
I guess
they're very different though.
They're very different.
The only similarity that's between those two games is they're about wine.
I was gonna say like
that's it.
If you look at wine, I think just Vinos just implements the theme a little bit better than viticulture does.
I like that Vinos takes the aspect of wine, like the distributing piece. You know, that's more about selling wine, where viticulture is down in the nitty gritty about making wine. You know, viticulture's got your crush pads. You have to upgrade your cellars. You have to have the irrigation. You have to take care of your fields, blah, blah, blah. And then if you go over to Vinos is like, oh, yeah, the weather affects like your quality, but it's more about selling and distributing it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We should do a booze game review.
How many games?
Well, there's a new game coming out called Distillery that's about making whiskey and vodka and gin, like any spirit. And it's a whole game about making spirits. I know that's going to be on Kickstarter early next year.
I don't know that there's a whole lot of games. For that one. I don't know if there's a whole lot of games of
Kickstarters. What Kickstarters are you guys in? Like, what are you watching right now?
Let's do the Kickstarter talk, and then let's jump into our actual topic for the day, because I feel like otherwise we'll be here for like 5 hours, which I'm totally cool with. But.
I mean,
it happens when you get all of us together. You know, we just bob. All right, so just give me your top 5 Kickstarters.
And that we are waiting on still, or like of all time.
No, that like recently you pledged to. What are you watching right now?
Let me see.
What did you pick up?
I have Aqua Garden right now. I mean, I don't know whether I'm going to stick with it. It's 57 hours left, but the meeples in it are awesome. The sea meeples are so good. I love it, but I don't know. Like, I was looking at the game and I'm like, it seems pretty basic. I don't know that. I don't know. It seems like more of a probably entry level game that I can tell from the videos, but I just love those meeples so much. And it's only, what is the pledge?
I'm laughing because one of the Kickstarters that I did that I pledged to, it was literally because of the pieces.
Yeah, that's what I did for
I got suckered into it.
Goblin King is Angry. That one. Yeah, and the meeples in it are amazing. There's so many,
I'll have
and
to
just go check it out. It's just a ridiculous little game, and but the meeples are so great.
I'll have to go check that out.
Yes, there's so many like sea creature meeples in this one. It's so awesome. I love it. And they're all screen printed.
That's awesome. Those are my favorites. So the top one that I was watching was, I think it's Brothers of Fenrir.
Is that
I gotta look it up.
Yet?
No, let me go look, so then I can actually tell you the name of it, so you can go see it.
That's good. And this is the part of the segment we lose Kelly.
Activity. Transcontinental was another one I did.
Oh, I was looking at It's still going. It's still on right now, right? It hasn't finished.
No, it closed.
Oh, it finished already?
It did.
Okay.
I got the wooden. My husband and I, when we were talking about it, I was showing him the wooden box, and he was like, "Get it," and I'm like, "Well, where are we gonna put that? I can't put that in my game shelves." Endless Winter was the other one that I was really excited about.
I backed that one. Well, how much did you go for the full pledge? What did I do?
Yeah, because it gave you everything. It upgraded all the people.
Yeah.
And then it gave you a player mat, and I'm like, yes, please. Atlantis Rising.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that one.
Yes, Sons of Ferial. It's FAE.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah. They have like the little masks that you can put on the...
Yes, yes.
I was looking into it, but I was like, because it's a cooperative game, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, no, I like they look awesome, but I don't know that I'm really gonna play it.
We're not big co-op players.
Yeah, we're not huge co-op players.
We have a good mix of co-op and versus.
Okay, so then that would be pretty good.
She's just in here. She's under the table, honey.
The Grand Austria Hotel, the pledge manager just dropped, and I just spent another $100 something for the add-ons, and I was like, God damn it!
And
I gotta look at that. I have to look at it because I have to tell you that is one of my favorite games. Mm-hmm. It's down here.
Yep.
And I upgraded the pieces to it.
Yeah, Max has it with all like the Meeple Source upgrades.
So they're not Meeple Source. They're Central BGN. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at them.
No.
Look at the little one.
Oh, okay. Is it 3D printed? Wait, is it printed or is it wood? It was hard to tell.
No, they're definitely 3D. My camera's not going to focus on it because it's so tiny.
Okay. They even
but
have
it's 3D printed.
And...
Yep. There's a cork.
God. I need this stuff for Food Chain Magnate.
But here's the coffee.
Goodness.
It's so tiny. I gotta like.
Yeah. That reminds me of like the stone the scythe like upgraded ones. But oh my god.
Do you want a piece of cake?
That is crazy. Okay.
And then the strudels. But I love it because they made it so tiny, it actually fits on the card.
Yep.
That's cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, but I had to get the dice tower. That is an awesome dice tower that they did for an
I'll have to look.
Oh my god.
I'll have to look.
So
what is the pledge manager? What is the pledge manager for Grand Austria?
What do you mean?
You said it's up, right? That's what Kickstarter is. It just a dice tower?
No. Okay, here. Let me see. I'll have to go to the Kickstarter just to find out what the pledge manager stuff was. It was the dice tower. It was custom dice.
Oh, okay.
It was. Let me see if I can find it quick. This is.
If you can't, I'll go peek later. I was just curious.
The pledge levels. Let's see. Add-ons here. A really cool, dice tower that looks like an elevator, like an old-time elevator.
Yeah.
There was
that's cool.
the organizers.
I might just go for that.
There's a printed art collage if you like the art. There's a slipcase, box sleeve.
Yeah,
custom.
we have art.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then custom dice.
I made those.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was it. I think I just went with the slipcase, dice, and dice tower because it was like $100. It would have been $200 for everything, and I was like, "Damn it, I can't do that right now." I'll get the organizer later.
Yeah, that's probably what I would want.
Mm-hmm.
I'd want that because that box is a mess.
But take a look at the dice tower because that thing looks so
I will.
cool.
I will.
I've actually been like cutting down on Kickstarter pledges because I'm kind of over the whole concept of things being Kickstarter exclusive. I feel like that's a cheap way to get people to back your project.
I agree.
So the last thing I actually backed on Kickstarter was Mercado de Lisboa.
Okay.
And that was probably back in June.
I was gonna say, did I end up doing that one?
And then the things I'm looking forward to that I know I will end up backing because I'm trying to do a lot more vetting on Kickstarter projects before I back things now at this point. Golem, I'm really excited about.
I'll have to look at it.
And then Carnegie, which should be up this month. I'm excited for that one. And then the one I'm most excited to get in, my new Dale of Merchants expansion should be in like any week now. And then the PAX Viking and PAX Renaissance games. And then the one I'm super interested in playing the most is Lawyer Up. Have you heard of that one?
No.
It's a 2-player only card game where you play as attorneys in a court case.
Yeah.
One's the defendant and one's the prosecutor.
That's hilarious.
And it's a card game where you have to like get witnesses, show evidence, and to convict or defend a person of a crime. But you do it like by matching symbols and getting effects off, and you have to sway jurors over. So the end of the game, whoever has the most jurors swayed to their side is the winner.
That's fantastic.
They're doing expansions, and one of the expansions that it comes with is a Salem witch trial expansion.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God.
It's really cool. I'm super excited about it.
Kickstarters that we just got were Holy. Festival of Colors from Floodgate. That game's amazing.
It's 3D, isn't it? Like there's multiple layers. I saw. I completely forgot about that, and I was like, I forget. Yeah.
It's like the coolest game board ever. And then we got Rococo.
Hey, Rococo looks. Hey, you want to talk about Rococo?
We haven't played it yet, though. It's on the docket for this weekend.
Kelly and I were chatting about how much the insert sucks.
Yeah, it's
on Instagram.
Wait, did yours? Did your
I was like, can you send me a picture of what your insert looks like? Because we can't figure this out.
Yep.
Yeah, both Keegan and I were like, the fuck is this? What is... And
it's funny because you go from like Lisboa where everything is so... And I always give Eagle Griffin props because their inserts are just always so good. Go ask Daddy. Go ask Daddy. She's like, I gotta pee. She did that to me at a meeting the other day. I'm like on a meeting with my boss and like 2 other people, and she goes, Mommy, I need to poop. And I'm like, thanks. So I'm like, everybody hold. But no, so Eagle Griffin, I love their inserts normally because I feel like everything's pretty clear on where it goes.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Lisboa, easy. Vinos, easy.
Gallerus is great too.
And then you get to Rococo and you're like, the fuck? Like nothing fits where it should.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty rough. I even don't like the new Age of Steam that they did. That insert, if you got the mini trains instead of the discs, they don't fit in there because it comes with the discs and the trains. You're like, where am I supposed to put this? And I got all the extra maps too, so the box is already like this far off from where the
that would just irritate me. Yeah. That would irritate me. I got the mini promo for Lisboa though, the Queen. That one hasn't come out yet.
Wait, you got that early?
No, so it hasn't shipped yet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I think it was a pre-order.
Yeah, it's coming. It's for us. It's coming with the Kanban EV like the reprint of that. Which we should be getting Kanban any week now.
So Eagle Griffin is sending me that one to review.
Oh,
that's
lucky!
exciting.
Oh, dang!
And I was like, when I was telling my husband about it, I was so excited because we don't have anything like that in our collection.
Yeah,
it's so
at
good.
all.
It is.
It's very good. We played it for the first time a few weeks ago on
my birthday.
Tabletopia.
Yeah, we played it. We played with Carly, and we did a live stream of it, and it was such a good game. Absolutely loved it.
It's very good.
I
think it's my
can't wait
favorite
to play.
game.
Yeah, Eagle Griffin, I just love them, but they are just so expensive. If you get, like, we got the deluxe edition of Lisboa. Vinos, they sent me to review, which was the deluxe edition, but that's like $130 retail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Board games are just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, we need to be friends with Eagle Griffin because we do. I want to review them.
I want to be friends with Leader.
I know you want Leader. That one. Oath.
Leader and
I'm
Capstone.
super excited for Oath.
Mm.
That one I can't wait to get.
I want to be friends with Mind Clash.
With Mind Clash.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You
get so much cool stuff that way.
We got to have.
Well, not even that. Just I really appreciate their games. We were very lucky.
Great.
We were very lucky. I found a. I'm going to take you with me. I found a collector's edition of Trickerion.
That's Keegan did too.
Yeah.
And I was so pumped when we found it because, like, trying to get everything for that game it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think Eagle Griffin has like the big box you can buy now, and you can buy the inserts. You can buy the metal coins, but it's not numbered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to find a collector's edition of it for a while.
We were very fortunate. I found a guy that just was like, I think he was just like retiring from board games. I don't know. And he was like, I have this in my collection. I just don't play it. And I was like, ooh, I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. But that's probably like one of my top 5.
Okay.
I love Trickerion.
It's very good.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And while we're down here, North Star pisses me off with this. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I don't like it.
We have all these nice printed names, and then you just have this gobbledygook.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not gonna lie, I got rid of
Like, no.
I got rid of Oceans Deluxe.
Which game is that?
Oceans Deluxe.
Oceans.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Oceans.
that's
Oceans.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge North Star girl, but come on, do better. Do better.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we managed to get Jamie to come join us on one of our episodes, and that was a lot of fun.
Stegmeyer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
super
one of our
I love that
early
man.
episodes. Yeah, he's so great. And then also, I don't know if you know Jerome. God, I'm not going to say his last name because
Demare.
but it's he's the designer of Fuji Koro.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know him.
Yeah, so he was on.
Do I have
we're trying-
cheese? Go cheese. I'm like, is that for my breakfast? You guys didn't tell me.
I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. But yeah, so getting other designers on would be really great. Especially
Yeah, that'd be
we've been
cool.
trying to get Leader and Cole. I know Keegan really wants Cole to join us.
I really, really want Cole to hang out with us. I know his brother lives in Chicago, or he did for a bit. He worked at the the greenhouse that's off in Lincoln Park, like down the street from us.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Or like the plant center. I don't remember what the
Oh,
word.
the conservatory?
Yes, it's called
Okay.
something else. But yeah,
Yeah.
he worked out there for a bit.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's do
No, actually to our topic.
Do we want to get to the topic?
Should
Let's
we,
get to the topic.
we can do a separate episode of just board game talk.
I definitely
Insert
want to do
talk.
the upgrade one.
Uh-huh,
I love
upgrade
talking about
talk.
our upgrades. And we can go off on a tangent about how I paint all my pink pieces purple.
I mean, next week we can do another one.
Let's do it.
Well, let's
Do
see. Yeah, we got when Harry. Do you know when Harry met board games? Do you know him from Instagram? Okay.
Nope.
Just another person on Instagram that is going to join us. Yeah. Okay. So we didn't even say what our topic was from the start. It's just our favorite 3 mechanics and your favorite games in that category. That's a pretty hard one because who has a single favorite one? But we'll do our
Yeah,
best.
I'm gonna give you like my
We'll-
top 5.
Okay, yeah. Let's Kelly. You wanna start us off?
Yeah. So my favorite game mechanic, like my top favorite game mechanic,
Yeah.
is set collection.
Okay.
Cool.
And that also translates over into my board games. If there are pieces to a board game, I need them. Like if there's promos that come out, I need them.
Yeah.
That's just my personality.
Yeah.
So like the biggest hunt that I've ever done for promo cards was for 5 Tribes. Wit Wit and Jingle Bells, like those 2 gins. It took
Okay.
me almost 3 years to get both of them.
Oh my god.
Drove me bonkers. But so that translates over into my gameplay. Set collection is like my number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 would have to be worker placement. If I have to strategically think about where I have to place someone to pick up and do what I need, that tickles my brain.
Okay.
Like in a
I
good way.
don't know why I like that expression so much.
Yeah, so that's just like a term I came up with when I started doing reviews. Like if my brain's tickled, it's a good thing. It's
love that so much. I
it's
don't know why.
my brain's getting engaged. I'm not just sitting there mindlessly going, all right, I'm gonna put this worker here and I'm gonna play this card, and if I just throw these things down, I'll win.
Yep.
Kind of thing. So and my third is tough. Well, my third favorite. It would have to be between dice drafting and deck building.
Okay.
And
That's a good one.
Okay. Do you want to
yes,
give
but
us?
I just can't pick. I can't pick
Fair
between
enough.
those 2. Don't pull.
Do do you want to give us your top set collection game?
Ooh, so top set collection has got to be. Ooh, that's tough. Oh god, that's so tough.
Okay, wait, here. Maybe this is an easier one. Your top one that you would never get rid of.
Ooh, Lisboa.
Okay. Lisboa. Interesting. You and
good
Keegan
one.
really like it. I'm
Ryan's very iffy on Lisboa.
So was my husband. It took us almost three times to play through for us to like nail down the strategy and figure out what the hell we were doing. Because there's a lot to do in that game.
There is. It's so like so a lot of those God, who's the designer? Why am I spacing so hard?
Vito Lacerda.
Lacerda.
Yeah, Lacerda.
His games, they click really quickly for me. Like within the first few turns, I figured out I got my strategy. I'm going for it. Lisboa came all down to the art and the board. The board I just hate so much.
Lisboa is a table eater. You talk about table eaters. I have a 110-foot table. That board
110
takes up my table.
110-foot table.
Or inches, sorry.
I love that. That's a.
Just kidding. Making sure you're listening.
No, it's that the color, the actual color palette on it, I think is horrible. The blue, like just that blue.
My husband would agree with you. He thinks it's so muted.
Mm-hmm. It's just so ugly
for a board game. Yeah.
And it's just like I think it clashes. It's just this weird blue throughout this whole thing with. I can't.
It's period though. It looks good. I like.
Yeah, it fits with what the theme is supposed to be for sure.
The horrible.
I guess I just hate the theme. Then I just hate that.
You just hate the theme.
The mechanics are fantastic. I love the actual gameplay. Like. It's very good. Yeah, it's just hard to just sit there and look at for the hour and a half that you're playing.
You have to play it, yeah.
Yeah. So. But okay, Lisboa.
Lisboa's got to be my favorite that scratches that itch.
Okay.
Raiders is a good one too for me for set collection.
Okay. Do you prefer Raiders or Raiders of the North Sea or Raiders of Scythia?
Oh God, don't get me started on this. Raiders of the North Sea.
Oh, okay, interesting. I was gonna say, I think Keegan, you like Scythia more, right?
I got rid of Scythia.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I sat down and played it. And I was like, to me, this game is nothing. This is I don't want to play this. So I got rid of it.
So did you play Raiders of North Sea with both of its expansions?
I haven't even played Raiders of North Sea yet, but hearing that like Scythia is like basically North Sea with some of the expansion elements put into a base game.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
Which I played and I was like, maybe I don't even want to play Raiders of the North Sea now because this game just doesn't interest me that much.
No, I think you'd actually really like Raiders of North Sea. Scythia almost watered it down, and what I felt that it did, it took elements, but not all of the elements from the expansions. And then added in animals. You could buy war horses and eagles. That's pretty much the difference of Scythia for me.
Yeah, I only played the base game of North Sea. I have it, but I mean that was probably one of my earlier games and what made me really like worker placement. But
yeah, that is a game for us. The reason that Raiders holds such a special place in my heart because out of the two of us, me and my husband, I'm the board gamer. My husband plays to spend time with me. He does like board games, just not to the level I like board games. So Raiders is a really good game for the end of the day after a work day, and you don't want to jump into something like Lisboa. Right? Yeah. Raiders it still tickles your brain, but it's not mundane, but it's not super strategic.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
you have to think about where you have to put your worker, and you have to think about how to build your crew, and you have to think about like what place you're going to raid, but it's not like a heavy in-depth barrage thinking strategy. So it's nice. It's a really nice. I totally got the big box.
I was gonna ask, did you get the big box? Of course.
It's gorgeous. I couldn't help it.
Oh, that is smaller than I.
Nice.
Wait.
It's gorgeous.
Is it open?
And no. no, that's just the box.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was still in the plastic. I'm sorry.
No,
it looked
yeah.
like it was. Oh,
I see what you mean.
Because it was shiny. Oh,
Yeah,
dang!
it's
It's just
shiny.
actually full. Wow, that's not typical
But
of.
it came
their-
with card sleeves.
Oh my gosh, that's super nice.
No, that is fantastic! Holy crap! That's
I'm
super
such a
nice.
freak.
those of the West
I'm
Kingdom
such a freak.
games are ones that I'm trying to collect all the promos. I managed to buy a whole bunch from someone. There's only a few that I'm missing now.
So Raiders is another one that is killing me with promos. I got all the promos, like Randy from Watch It Played,
Yeah.
the Meeple Men, and there was another like really big one. The one I couldn't find was CD. She's an actual real life person that
Yeah.
Shem made into a card. Like she's in his village, and I
Yeah.
think they only made like 600 copies of her or whatever.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
So I've been hunting for her.
Dang, and now
And-
we're going to be like fighting over this, you and I. trying to find her.
No. Because now Shem put out a promo pack. You can get
Oh,
CD and the
shit.
Meeple Men and
Wait,
Randy
where?
and all of them
Where?
on his website on Garphill Games.
Fuck, wow. Okay. Damn it. There's more money I'm spending right now.
So I know. So Justin was like, Kelly. Oh, actually, what happened was Sheer Boredom, his fiance. We're in a group chat, and she's
Yeah.
like, Kelly, I know you're hunting for CD, and she sent us the link. And Justin, my husband, he was like, I already bought all your Christmas presents, and I was like, you need to buy that. You can put it in my stocking, but you need to get that,
But you have to get. Okay.
I'm trying to
or
think.
I will cry.
The only game I can think of right like off the top of my head where I was like hunting things down was I had the original version of Rococo, and that game has like a special place to me because my mom went to Germany to visit her family. At one point, she went to a game store with my opa, and in the game store, she was asking like, "What's a game that's like right now only in Europe that you know is really good?" And the guy said Rococo should be winning awards, and it's not. And so they bought me a German copy of the game and brought it home with
That's
them.
awesome.
And so I was hunting down the jewelry box expansion, the Christmas expansion, and the fancy dresses for the original base game for so long.
Yeah, so that is something I messaged them about. I want to know if the Christmas expansion will work with the deluxe edition. I feel like it should.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Okay.
the deluxe one has the Christmas one in it. It's like
No,
it's
it doesn't. It just has.
like-
It has the jewelry box and it has the fancy dresses.
I thought it also had Christmas stuff in there too. I mean,
I didn't see any Christmas. stuff.
the only thing with the Christmas expansion was just 4 dresses. That's the only thing. It's just 4
Oh,
dresses.
so
that have-
maybe they gave us extra dresses. So I wonder if that was what it was.
I think that's it. Because the Christmas one, it's
Okay.
just one dress of every color, and has like 2 of them have a Christmas tree in the background, and 2 of them have someone holding up a Christmas present, and that's it.
I'd have to look. I'll have to look
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Is it the 5-year anniversary promo pack?
Yeah, if CD's in it, that's the one.
Wait, who?
CD. She's got blonde hair.
How do you spell it? Is it
CEEDE.
Nope, this one does not have that.
Kelly, the deluxe one does have it. They're called the festivity dresses. It says
Okay,
it's-
perfect.
in there,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna go look at them, and I'm gonna post them on my Instagram later and be like, look at the Christmas dresses.
That's actually a good idea for a post. I should get those out and put them on our Christmas tree and take a picture of it.
Yeah, so that was one thing my husband and I are struggling at. He was like, so I have a
There's a-
really big,
Sorry.
I have a really big. Oh, go ahead. What?
No, it's a Keegan has a box fart thing. What would you?
Oh, that was me. That was me putting
know.
Raiders back.
What
I
would
wanna
you
make
rate it?
I want to make an Instagram account called Box Farts, where the whole thing is just videos of box closing and then a number coming up, and that's it.
Oh, please, please, tell me when that's up because I will follow it.
Okay.
My husband and I laugh about that all the time. But when we upgrade pieces, I save them because I want to do something with them. And this year,
That's-
like
I
he
do
wants
too.
to make an end table and pour resin down and put
Okay.
all the pieces in it.
Yep.
That's cool.
But we were like, we should do Christmas ornaments.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I keep all of my the cardboard
Yeah.
coins
Look at
and
look at this. It's ridiculous. My buffet drawer is just full of random.
Oh, yep.
my
Mine looks
gosh,
just like that. You have a lot more than me, but holy crap.
Like it just keeps going.
Oh my god. Okay. Yep.
Now I wish I had extra root meeples to make the root meeples into Christmas ornaments.
So, but he was like, it's such an important part of our life. Why don't we have Christmas bulbs with board games? I'm like, oh, I love you. Let's do this.
I'm getting upset here. I can't find this new promo pack with all of them.
I'll have to send you the link.
Yeah, because I see the 5-year anniversary one, but it doesn't have CD.
Oh no! I wonder if it was only a one-time thing.
I'll be so mad.
Oh my god! I would feel so bad because I know your pain.
Oh no.
Ryan, do you want to do your 3 or you?
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay. How long? God, already almost
we went down a rabbit hole again.
We did go. Okay, so my 3. It happens. This is a board game. So my 3 are. My top one would probably be worker placement. Very much the same reason as you. It tickles my brain.
You're gonna stick with that.
I guess I have a lot of anxiety, and so for this to be able to focus my brain, and I'm a very logical, mathematical person, so calculating best routes and everything, best ways and best
watch Jurassic Park. Sorry, my husband's on call this weekend, so he just had to go upstairs. So my daughter wants to watch Jurassic Park.
Okay. The best optimization of moves is just helps. The worker placement just fills that need. So worker placement, and then tile laying.
Ooh,
I really
Citrus
really
is probably
love.
my favorite tile laying games.
What's that?
Citrus is probably my favorite tile laying games.
Citrus. I haven't played. Wait, is it a game or?
Yeah.
I don't know that game. Okay. And then my next favorite, my last favorite's probably deck building.
Yeah.
That's probably deck building. And my favorite game for worker placement. Oh god, there's so many I love.
This one.
It's gonna be 2. I can never really decide. But I
You
think
can go back to it.
Yokohama would probably be one of my top ones, and it's followed really close by Architects.
Don't worry about it. You're adulting. Sorry, my husband's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. We have lives.
Probably Yokohama followed really close by Architects.
So I'm always very curious. You said you haven't played Raiders, right?
I played the base game of Raiders.
I haven't played Raiders.
What do you think of Raiders versus Architects?
Raiders is just a very simplistic worker placement. It's probably based it's like entry level, and what kind of got me into it more and then drove me into Architects, which I really loved. I really liked it at the time when I played Raiders. And it's like, ooh, this is awesome. I want to play more like these. And then very soon after, I saw the announcement for Architects, and it was like, oh, I need to try this. Same designer. Probably the same artist, I'm guessing.
I think so.
And I was like, I have to get this right away. I really liked it. And then I was like, oh, this is amazing. I love, so I'm an architect, and just that aspect of, building the actual buildings I just loved it. And I like how they, the whole theme and everything fits together of, you're getting workers who then are specialized in certain things to build certain buildings. It's it all kind of fits together, and I really like that. So
yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And then the added, it's it only really changes worker placement of that stealing, capturing each other's, and I'm like, that's all it needed to change to elevate a worker placement. And I was like, that was fantastic. So
this, if you really like tiling, Citrus, you need to check it out.
Okay, interesting. I've never
The board gets incredibly crowded with 4 players, and you are left going, where am I going to put this?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Keegan. Before we go down a rabbit hole,
Yes.
it'll be a 2-hour episode.
So I only have one crossover for favorite mechanisms with you guys, and that is worker placement.
Okay.
But that is probably my number 3. Number 2 is gonna be area majority or area control.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, that's always a good one.
I love it. And then number 1 is multi-use cards. So any game that has you have all choices with what you're going to do with your cards, I love. And my number 1 for that, speaking of being crafty, I had to make my own copy of this game because you can't get it anymore for any less than $200. It is Glory to Rome. It's probably my favorite multi-use card game.
Wow.
And I hate carrying this box around because it looks like a Nazi thing. But the game is great. It's so much fun to I just showed it to Ryan for the first time a couple weeks ago. We only got to play it 2-player, but it is great at 4 and 5 because you just get so angry at each other. It's amazing.
We didn't really get to because we both crafted the thing that attacks each other, so it was just building up our own city.
Yeah, blocks us from getting attacked. Yeah.
It's funny, like, talking to you guys right now because the game that's hitting my stride for all the things I like is Great Western Trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played that one yet.
I have it, Ryan. We can try it.
It's got deck building, it's got worker placement, it's got tile laying, it's got area control.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see what you guys think of it. And I think it's just it's so hot and heavy for us right now because it's new. So we've been playing it a lot.
Okay.
But it definitely scratches that itch a lot.
It's very good. I've only got to play it once and I really liked it.
So you guys are talking about anxiety. I have anxiety about games sitting around that we haven't played. I can't just buy millions of games and then have them sit there because that I will blow a gasket.
Oh my God.
We only have 3 right now that we haven't played.
That's so good.
Impressive.
Yeah. I have 10 times that amount.
But that doesn't include expansions.
It doesn't include expansions, you said? Doesn't. Okay. I think
so. The 3 we haven't played are Rococo, Alma Mater, which is by the same people, the same publisher as Great Western.
Yeah.
And
Trismegistus.
That one. Yeah.
It's a big one. That was a heavy one.
I played all 3 of them. Rococo.
How do you say it? Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
Trismegistus. Okay, we're gonna get that down.
It's very heavy. Your turns are very much. I do one thing. I feel like I didn't do anything at all. But then, 8 turns later, you pull off this insane combo, and you feel like a genius. Yeah, that game really tickles your brain or jingles your bells. It's great.
Jingles your bells. Floods your basement.
Fantastic.
Alma Mater, I didn't like that much at 2. I want to play it at 3 and 4 to see what it feels like.
Did you just not like the theme, or did you just not like the gameplay?
I love the theme, and I love the tiny books. They're adorable.
Tiny books.
2, it just felt like there wasn't enough interaction happening because you don't have any direct conflict in that game, but if you affect the market for everybody else.
Okay.
And when you aren't buying that, when not that many professors are getting bought, like the market's pretty much just open most of the game. So having more players in there really affects the market and determines what books are going to be the most valuable.
I feel like that happens in Power Grid too. With Power Grid's a good game for 2 players, but with more biddings going on.
Yeah. Which makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
And then spoiler, Rococo is the best midweight Euro game, I think. It is perfect is the perfect midweight Euro game.
Yeah, I've been waiting. We got in on the pre-order for that in January, and I've just been waiting for that. I've just been waiting for it.
It's very good. It finally squeaked into my top 10.
You want to pee? Go ask Daddy. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you wave?
hi.
Give a wave. She's making faces
She's making
at you.
faces. Oh, man.
All right, go see Daddy, and he'll take you pee.
Oh no, I
All right.
I'm very excited to play Rococo.
Very good. Ryan, do we want to go reverse order now, and I'll do my favorite, one of my other games? Okay, so my favorite.
I'm taking a look at the games that I still need to play that I own. 53.
Oh my god, that's too many.
Oh my god. I have just hives like thinking about that.
52. Sorry, I haven't updated this in a little bit. We played Curious Cargo.
That is awful.
No, it's because like
want to pay.
I don't like it. I just live by myself, so it just whenever Max and Keegan can come over to play them,
Yeah.
and we don't do it enough that I
that's
just buy
fair.
them.
That's fair.
I just like I want this game. I want this game. I want this game. So I just keep buying them, and we just can't play it quick enough. So. Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
Go ahead, Keegan.
I'll do my favorite worker placement game next because you guys both did. No. Well, only Ryan did his. So my favorite worker placement game is going to be Russian Railroads.
Okay.
Ooh.
It has the tightest worker placement. I think it is the game too where I feel like every turn you want every spot, and no matter what spot someone takes, you go, oh fuck. I wanted that. Like every spot is important in that game, and I love that game escalates where your first turn first round you'll score 5 points, and then the last round you'll score 140 points in a round. Like it just constantly escalates.
I love that game. Yeah.
It's very good.
It is really good.
It's on BGA and everything's automated on there, so you can get through a game of Russian Railroads in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into that one.
It's very hard to find.
It's out of print. But
So that just makes me want it even more, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I played it the first time with Keegan, and I was like, I need to buy this game, and it's going to be difficult now.
It's hard to get, and it has 2 expansions and a mini expansion, and one of the expansions makes the player boards asymmetrical, which I love. But it's insanely good. And Kelly, if you ever want to play it, we'll play it on BGA, and we can teach it to you really quick and play it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's super good on there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I got the first 2 expansions for Banshees.
Secret ruin.
There goes my kid. Can you stop? Stop that.
All right, come
on. Hold on. She's all right. She's all right. But for Mansions of Madness, the ones that are out of print.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
I'm whispering because I haven't told my husband yet.
Nice.
We won't tell.
I spent so much money. She's got my cord in her mouth. She's just pulling it down. Now my poor phone's like, I have to focus. But yeah, worker placement. Favorite worker placements.
Actually, Kelly, what's your favorite worker placement? Since that's one of your top 3.
Ooh, I like that is so tough for me. I love Imperial Settlers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
I love everything about that game. Sometimes it's super, super easy. Sometimes it's not. If you can't get your engine building, you're just like dead in the water and you can't do anything with all of these people and then they go to waste. Probably my all-time favorite worker placement though. Oh, that's so tough. I feel like there's a lot of honorable mentions. It's gotta be. Oh, I don't know. I can't pick one.
Okay,
I can't.
give us 2. 2 that you would never get rid of.
2 that I would never get rid of. Tolkien, or Zolkin, I think how you pronounce it.
Tolkien, yeah.
All right, that's enough. And Underwater Cities.
Okay.
I need to play that still really bad.
You have it, right?
I'm trying to find it for a trade, but
I think
I don't want to
Max-
pay for it.
Does Max have it? I don't know. I thought one of us have it.
Those have got to be like two that I will always have.
Okay.
Zolkin to me is just super interesting, and I know I have to try the other T. They categorize
Yes.
them as the T group.
Yep.
I
We
haven't
wanted
gotten to
to,
play any of the other ones.
We want to
We're
do like a
gonna-
month. We're gonna do a month review of all those T games.
Yeah. So which one is your favorite? Like, what do you guys like the best out of those?
I can't decide between Tawantinsuyu or Teotihuacan. I love them both. They are both fantastic.
I played a solo game of Tekenyu and I really, really liked it.
So Zolkin to me, I'm interested to try them because Zolkin I love because it's easy to teach.
Yeah.
Right, you pick it up and you put it down. That's
Yeah.
it. It's like Raiders. Pick it up and put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the strategy depth of that game tickles my brain.
Jingles your bells.
I think
Yeah.
you'd really, really love Teotihuacan then.
Yeah, so
It
I'm
is
definitely
fantastic.
interested to try those.
That's one that I have
but-
super upgraded Teotihuacan. Like I have almost like realistic cocoa beans. I have
Oh, that's cool.
like real stone for the stone, and then like these metal gold bars for the gold. Yeah. It's
That's
super
what
upgraded.
it sounds like what I did for Scythe. I have actual steel bars.
Yep. Yeah, you should definitely try them.
Yeah, Great Western Trail. I can't find metal coins. Metal coins is like the biggest upgrade I'll do for any game I like. It's my favorite.
Yep.
And they don't make them for Great Western, so I got actual buffalo head nickels and Indian head
okay.
pennies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Games that we don't have metal coins for, I usually use the
The scythe ones.
either
Yeah.
scythe ones, but the
Iron clays.
the iron clays.
Ooh, from brass. Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, we
I just got more iron glazing because I bought a sleeve of 500s, a sleeve of 2000s, and a sleeve of 50s because I just got City of the Big Shoulders in a trade, and
Okay.
that game needs a huge bank, so I bought those specifically for that game. So I'm super excited to try it out
they are
finally.
so nice to play with.
They're really nice.
But okay, yeah. I don't even know where we're at right now.
Deck builders. Deck
Deck
builders. We
builders.
all we all did our
We
favorite
did
worker
do
placement.
Deck builders. I prefer Clank to Arnak, as we just played Runes of Arnak. I think Clank would be my favorite deck builder. And I don't know if I would pick Lost in Space or the original. I have like all of the expansions for the original, but I haven't gotten to play them yet.
Clank's great.
It-
That's the game that a friend showed it to us when we were visiting back in Kansas, and we played with my wife, my friend Ralph, who showed it to us, and her friend Mandy. We all played together, and after we got done playing it, we got into the car to leave, and my wife just sat there for a second. And I was like, "What's up?" And she goes, "I think I want it." And I was like, "Okay, then go get it." She's like, "No, we don't need it." And we pulled out of the parking lot. She goes, "Go back." And we stopped and went in the parking lot. And she ran in. She's like, "Can I please get a copy of Clank?" And the guy there was super nice. And he's like, "How about I give you Clank, a bunch of the promos for it, and an expansion for $30?"
That's awesome.
And she bought all of it. And she's
She would have been stupid not to.
yeah, she's like, that's the game that she got the most excited about. Like, that got her to, like, that was the first game she was like, "I want all in on this. Give me all of it."
Yeah, yeah. We don't have any true deck builders. I have games that have the aspect of deck building, like Great Western and Tiefenthal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't have like just a deck builder.
Yeah, I think that's why I prefer Clank to like Tiefenthal or Runes. It's because like you are truly building like it's played over a series of times, and you're just continuously getting a better and better deck, and it's getting bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not fully getting just rid of cards, and it's only a small deck. At least you get to play over a long period of time building it up, which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiefenthal was the first game to introduce me to that mechanic.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. But yeah, because everything else that involves cards is an engine builder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really,
But Tiefenthal, I think, was like the first true one to introduce us to deck building.
And Tiefenthal is interesting too, because when you buy a card, it goes on top of your deck, so you know what you're going to get. Which a lot of deck builders don't do that. Like Arnak, you put it on the bottom. You put your new card on the bottom of your deck, but you shuffle your discarded cards after and put those underneath the new cards you bought, so you're almost guaranteed to get them.
Yeah.
But I really like Dale of Merchants a lot.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
It's really good. I don't know how hard it is to find at this point, but that game is like Ryan, you and I played it. But Kelly, have you heard of it at all? So the whole game is you're playing as merchants in a Dale, the name. But there's like 20 something different decks you can use, and each deck is a different animal. And depending on player count, you play with decks equal to players +1. Okay. And then every animal has a different aspect of the game. So there's like squirrels that let you use trash to build up your thing, and there's pandas that will help you affect the market, and there's owls that let you see what cards you're going to draw. So it's a really quick deck builder game, but there's a bunch of variety in it.
Yeah. So that reminds me of one of the games that we want to get. I forget the name of it, but it's like it's all about monsters in a circus.
Ooh.
I just don't remember. But it's a deck builder. Huh. I could find it. It's on my Amazon wish list. Because that's never ending, right?
Carnival of Monsters?
That's it. Yep.
Boom.
That looks cool too. Oh wow, the art's really nice.
That looks really interesting to me.
It looks really good.
Okay.
But that's like that's probably the first true deck builder that I've been interested in.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't come across a lot of deck builders that give me that same feeling that Clank does. So I want to actually, I've been working on a design for a deck builder that it is a bit, you do spend the whole time building up this larger deck to keep doing
that
stuff.
Would be cool.
And then you actually go and use the deck to try to like beat your way through, like you call it a dungeon or whatever I decide it's going to be. But yeah. So
if you make it, I want to review it.
Okay. Yeah, there's another
one.
Maybe
you'll be the one to get me into deck builders.
Ryan and I both are working on deck builder games.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, gotta just hit me up.
I'm working on my first one that I'm working on is a worker placement that actually tomorrow Keegan and I are going to be play testing with Jerome. He has his YouTube channel is about designing games and stuff, so I'm going to go on there and show him my game, and so.
There's a card game that I recently got asked to review, and I'm super excited about it. It's called Flock of Feathers, and it's about chickens.
Okay.
And I'm a chicken mom. I have 4 chickens.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, yes, I want to review this game.
Yeah, Jerome had us play test one of his games. I'd love to be able to play test more of designers' games and review early copies.
Yeah.
We need to just...
In a minute. We're almost done, honey.
Yeah, so... but yeah. Is that all of our... No, Keegan, you said...
Area control?
Yes, area control.
And Ryan, you had tile laying still, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going off on so many tangents, I keep forgetting.
I wonder if you and I have the same game for that, for both those categories.
Oh, is yours...
Picopolis? Yep. Picopolis is amazing.
I don't know if I'm putting it now as a number 1 or not, but I mean, yeah. That game is fantastic. Another one that I played one time with Keegan was like, need to buy immediately.
It's very, very good. There's a lot of tension in it. I think it's best at 2 players because, Kelly, have you heard of Picopolis?
No, I've never heard of it.
So it just got reprinted, so it's going to be in stores again soon. So if you see it, get it. But it's tile placement game, but you have cards in your hand that you're using. So you have 4 cards in your hand. You have 3 options. You can activate buildings to get resources, discard the card to get resources, or you can build a building, either making the board wider or making it taller.
Okay.
And when you build a building, you put an influence marker on it saying you own it. And there's 3 different colors of tiles. And then if tiles are grouped together with the same color, they make a district, and that's what you're trying to control for points.
Oh, that's interesting.
But the cool part about the game is the card mechanic, which I think is best at 2 players, because you pick 1 card to play, you pick simultaneously and put it face down on the table, and when you're both ready, you flip over to see what you're doing. But then you pass hands around. So draw a new card. So the whole game becomes do I play this card that's good for me, or do I play this one so Ryan doesn't get it?
Right.
It's really cool. Or do you play a token that discards the whole hand and you get the card?
That just kids are great.
Yeah.
She's
okay.
like, I want to build a tower. Okay, go build a tower.
Go do it.
Do it.
No one's stopping you.
Okay. Well, this has
So
been...
Tile, who's
Oh, my
What-
tile. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Quick. So it's either going to be Geekpolis. I have like 3 that it's Geekpolis, Tang Garden, or Carcassonne.
Carcassonne, yeah.
Yeah, Carcassonne's in my like top 5 games. It was an early game that I played, very early on in my gaming, and just always loved it. Never I very, very, very rarely ever won at the game, but loved it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's really nothing else out there like it.
No, not to that extent. Not to that extent.
No, not to that extent.
Like something so simple like that you can just teach anybody and play it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The only weird part about that game is scoring farms. Like that's the only weird part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fields,
Yeah. That's the only part that gets wiggy. And then you got 4 people with their fingers trying to trace.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good one.
Yes. Everyone I hear that the worst expansion is the Princess and the Dragon. But I
That's
really
one
love
of
it.
my
It's so
favorites.
great. It's so
I
fun.
love moving that dragon and
Yeah.
kicking people off the tile.
what's so
It is
fun.
so satisfying.
It is so great.
So satisfying.
I think Carly and I have now played it. Do you know Gnarly Carly Gaming? Have you followed her? No.
No, I will after this.
Yeah, go find her. She's
She does
wonderful.
these, one of the cool things she does, her and her group play a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower, and we played with her a few times. And anytime they play it, she always does stories where she updates what's going on from the previous day in the game, and it's really cool to listen and follow how the story's going. If she died yet, if she's the demon, it's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
But yeah, her and I played the Carcassonne now with the. It was the first time I played with that expansion, and I was like, "This is so much fun!" It's just
Yeah, I
you can
find
get
that
so
people
mean at
that
it.
don't like the Princess and the Dragon expansion, they don't like conflict in games.
Yeah, I was like, but it's so I know it's so mean, but it's so much fun.
It's so much fun.
It's so much fun.
We're a conflict group that we like having conflicting games.
We do. Yeah.
I like both. I like co-op and conflict. My favorite co-op has probably got to be Spirit Island.
Okay.
And my favorite conflict game has got to be Scythe's got to be up there because I can just go pick people off.
That
Brian.
doesn't normally happen in our games.
Ryan knows
Keegan
my
does
favorite
not like
conflict.
it.
I don't like Scythe.
Your
I
favorite
love
conflict
Scythe.
game?
You know my favorite conflict game. You don't like it that much. This shouldn't be that hard. We reviewed it.
I was going to say, you want to tell the rest of the
PAX
class?
Pamir?
Pax Pamir.
Oh God, yeah, that's a very heavy conflict game.
I love that game so much.
But I don't hate it now. But I'm very, ambivalent about it.
Yeah. I love that game. I love the table talk and I love the yelling at each other in that game.
My favorite conflict card game is Hot Death Uno, and it is a sheer trigger for sheer boredom. He will not play it with us anymore.
Uno.
Okay, I don't know this game.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's mean.
It's me. Okay.
Well, now we gotta do it.
It used to be a DOS game. And when I was growing up, I'm 32. And my older sister, we used to play it all the time, and she converted it to an actual card game for me. But you can buy it now.
Okay.
Cool. Now we
But
gotta
there's cards, they just take people out. There's a green 0, it's called the quitter. So as soon as it's played, the next person in order is out.
Okay.
There's the mad card. It's a nuclear explosion. As soon as that's played, it's a yellow 1. It takes you and another player out. So if someone's got a crap ton of cards, you just hit them. There's like double draws. There's +4s that you can stack. So, and there's a 69 card. If a mystery wild gets played on a 69 card, you can literally make someone pick up 69 cards.
Good Lord.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
I absolutely love 2-player Bunny Kingdom. That game,
Bunny Kingdom. Everybody's been telling me that I have to try that, and I just haven't picked it up.
Play it at 2 players. It's the most fantastic hate draft game. At 2, it only is a really good hate draft at 2 players because you are just switching back and like you take one and you'd like discard one from the game. So it's like it's only at 2 players do you discard from the game. So yeah, it's such. Max and I play it a lot. It's so much fun because you'll be passing it back and you go, "You son of a bitch! You got rid of that card that I wanted. Fuck you."
I'm trying to think of other games that we have. I know we have some other ones that just drive me nuts when I see something go and I'm like, "Oh, 7 Wonders is good for that."
Yeah, that was when we played 7 Wonders Duel the other day. That was our like. Why'd you have to take that, Ryan? Why?
Right. Yeah, it's shit. I know you're going after this, so I'm going to take it, and I don't even want it, but I don't want you to have it.
Yes. They do that to me all the time in games. They target me a lot. But to be fair, I win.
You get upset about it.
But I also win a lot of those heavier...
It's the number one rule in board gaming. Don't show your hand, because then people are just going to nail you for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, I win too many of those, like, heavier games. All the Lisboas, the Teotihuacans, the Kanban. Oh my god, I almost lapped Carly in that one.
So how do you have a copy of that already?
No, we played it on Tabletopia.
Oh, okay. I was going to get extremely jealous.
Yeah. No, I don't got that. No, we're waiting. I mean, it should be shipping soon.
It got delayed potentially because there's so much congestion in LA that it might not be here for a little bit.
Yeah, the one Kickstarter that I'm still waiting for, it was supposed to be coming out in January, was the Collector's Edition of Museum.
Museum. Okay.
And that's like been pushed back to March, and I'm like, you've got to be shitting me.
There was a small card game I was waiting on that's the same designer as Glory to Rome called Good Puppers. And apparently there was a mishap with one of the cargo ships where 1,800 cargo things fell into the ocean, and Good Puppers might have been in that. So.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a huge mess.
Jeez.
All right, sirs. Well, have we missed anything before we go down any more rabbit holes?
No,
I think that was it.
We talked about. I mean, we can still keep going, but.
Yeah,
it's already
I probably should get going anyway, because I have to get ready for some holiday get together with our friends tonight.
Very nice.
And just to clarify too, quarantine safe with our friends.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said.
It's people in our quarantine bubble, so.
Yes. I should make sure.
All right, cool. If we want to do another episode and go through upgrades, I would totally be down with that.
We'll schedule that one.
And we got to play some games online with you.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fun.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. It was great fun, Kelly. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. That was a lot of fun.
Do you want to tell? I already kind of told everyone where you're from, but do you want to plug or let everyone know about you?
Oh yeah. So I'm actually in real life. I'm a benefits specialist for Aflac. Okay. I live in Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. I'm a board game nerd.
We couldn't tell at all.
No. Other hobbies include Star Wars. That sums up my life.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
And you're on Instagram.
Yeah, geekchic.gamer. It's geekchic.gamer if you want to check me out. Yes. I try to post at least daily. My husband and I usually play at least a game, or I'm telling you about a game I want, or an upgrade I got, or a game that came in the mail.
Great.
She's got
or something that came in the mail.
She's got really great content, so definitely go follow her.
Yes. I will keep you on your toes, and I get so excited. I get like all these messages of like, you are hurting my wallet, and I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Go get it. Just go get it. Just go get it.
You name your channel Bank Breaker Board Games.
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe I'll reach out to you guys because I've had a lot of people be like, we love your reviews. I want you to do a YouTube channel. And I just haven't like pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to find a way to bring in some of the like our guests into our review video, into our reviews, and just like guest star on just a game that we decide to review. I got to figure out
that'd be
technically
fun.
how to do that. But
we could just do something like this in a way too. Like if we all have played a game, or if we all play a game online together, we can do a review like this.
Yeah.
It just we would have to set some ground rules. Like you can't absolutely chew it up, right? Because we want to stay friends with all these publishers. We just want to give like an honest feeling.
We kind of chew at the game. So if we don't like it, like I chewed into Tiny Towns. I did not like that game at all. And I don't know. We want to we don't want to become like PG, like all the other review ones are. Like we're gonna speak our mind. If we swear, we swear just because that's
I'm so sorry. I meant to ask you before we started recording because I totally dropped stuff.
No, I swear all the fucking time, and I'm like, I prefer just in all our videos it's just like adult, like probable adult content. I'm like,
fair.
We're warning you, it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna talk off the cuff and talk how we feel. We don't want to censor it. So
and we plan on wanting to do some like live streams of us playing games later, and we want to play heavy conflict games that are going to lead to us yelling at each other and swearing at each other because it's going to be more that way.
You got to include me in those, absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
Good.
Because I mean, people on the review channels don't show that, but like legit, that's what game nights turn into. You yell at your friends at shit that happens, and we want to show that in videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding you. With Hot Def Uno, I'm surprised sheer boredom like hasn't punched a hole in the wall. Seriously.
Okay, well, hang on. Let me let's wrap this up.
Yes.
We don't have to, just so I can stop the recording here. Thank you, everyone. Until next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.